All right, let's talk about a feeling that I think a lot of us have, especially if you follow technology. How do you keep up when it feels like everything is changing, like every single day? Today, we're diving into the world of AI, and a really brilliant way to think about navigating its absolutely wild pace.
I mean, seriously, have you ever had that feeling? You take a weekend off, maybe you unplug for a couple of days, and when you get back, it feels like you've missed an entire chapter of the future. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone.
And this isn't just a feeling, you know? For the engineers and researchers who are actually building this stuff, it's their day-to-day reality. Forget about waiting for the next big product launch. We're talking about new models, new research papers, new tools dropping not just daily, but sometimes hourly. The pace is just relentless.
This quote from machine learning engineer Kriti Goyal just nails it. It perfectly captures that feeling of being on a treadmill that's going way too fast. But here's the thing, she doesn't just see it as stressful. She sees it as part of what makes AI so exciting. So how on earth does she manage it?
Well, it all starts with a mindset that she calls the ice sculpture principle. And this isn't about trying to move faster, it's actually about building smarter. It's a whole philosophy for creating AI that doesn't just work for a demo, but actually lasts. So what does that actually mean? Well, think about the difference between a cool weekend project and, say, your car's navigation system. One is a demo. It looks amazing, it's a great proof of concept, but it's probably pretty fragile. It works perfectly as long as you don't look at it the wrong way. But AI that's out in the real world, that's got to be something else entirely.
And this is the perfect way to picture it. The demo is that beautiful, stunning ice sculpture. It gets tons of attention, right? But we all know it's temporary. It's fragile. The real product, though, that has to be a bridge. It might not be as glamorous, but it is engineered to be rock solid, to handle whatever you throw at it, and to work flawlessly time and time again. One is for show, the other is for trust.
And that's really the heart of it. When real things are on the line, people's jobs, their private data, even their safety, your AI can't just melt under pressure. The stakes are way too high. And that requires a completely different level of engineering than just whipping up a cool demo.
Okay, so adopting this bridge builder mindset is step one. But in a field this insanely competitive, how do you even get the chance to build that bridge in the first place? Well, the strategy for standing out might not be what you think.
Just look at this number. It's wild. A single job posting in AI can pull in over 1,000 applications. Think about that. Your amazing resume can just get completely buried in a digital avalanche. So the question is, how do you get noticed?
And according to Kriti, this is the secret. Just firing off applications into the void is a losing game. The real moves, the real opportunities, they come from human connection. It's about building relationships with people in the field long before you're even looking for a job.
And here's the real magic of doing it this way. It gets you access to what they call the hidden job market. The coolest roles, especially at brand new startups, are often filled by word of mouth before a formal job description ever sees the light of day. So networking isn't about skipping the line, it's about being part of the conversation where the lines even begin.
Okay, so you're building robust systems and you're building a real network. The third piece of the puzzle is all about proving your expertise in a way that really truly stands out. It's not enough to just do the work, you have to show the work. Kriti brings up this classic piece of wisdom, arguing that in today's world, you really have to do both. You build something that's worth writing about, and then you write something that's worth reading, because explaining your work shows more than what you did, it shows the world how you think.
And this creates this amazing feedback loop. You build something cool, then you write about your process, the whys, the hows, the challenges, then you share it, and suddenly that project isn't just a bullet point on your resume anymore, it's a conversation starter, it's proof.
So with all this in mind, where's the field of AI actually going? It's easy to assume it's all about bigger models, but some of the most exciting opportunities are actually popping up in a completely different direction.
And this points to a really fascinating shift. While these giant, mega AI models get all the headlines, a huge new frontier is opening up with smaller, more efficient models. We're talking about AI that's powerful enough to run locally, right on your own device. And that simple change opens up a whole new universe of possibilities.
This is a perfect example of why this is such a big deal. As Kriti says, today a hospital can deploy its own model locally and keep its data private. Think about that. By running the AI right there on site, they don't have to send super sensitive patient data to some third-party cloud service. For fields like healthcare, that is an absolute game changer for privacy and security.
And this brings us full circle, right back to the ice sculpture principle. It doesn't matter if it's a massive global model or a small one running in a hospital. The standard is the same. You don't build it hoping it might hold. You have to engineer it so you know it will. So, as we wrap this up, the final question really isn't just for AI engineers. It's for all of us, really. In a world that loves the flashy and the fragile, what are you building that's meant to last? What's the robust, reliable, and meaningful thing you're putting out into the world? What bridge will you build?